Hello guys! Lately I have been browsing through Amazon and to be honest it looks ridiculous. It looks painful because the market is kind of flooded with AI coloring books and you can tell. Okay, you can tell. I would say this is the perfect opportunity for artists to do something different, to do something with real art. And I will take you with me along the whole process on how to do that, and we will have some fun doing it. The first step is of course picking a theme for your coloring book. I will do a coloring book about ducks because ducks have been so lovely to me lately. I do not really know why, but I feel like they are just so cute. And I will be aiming for 44 pages for my coloring book with the goal to leave one page empty and the right page will be filled with the coloring book because I hate coloring on the left page of a coloring book, and it has the disadvantage that maybe some color comes through or in general it's just a messy page. So we will leave that empty. And by the end we will have around 88 pages with that process in mind. Then I head over to sketch out every single page in my sketchbook to later on polish it. And by the way, we will be using Amazon KDP to publish the coloring book for free. You do not need to spend any money to publish it. And I feel like it's super nice for artists to explore that direction, but of course you need to market your book and show it to people or invest in advertising for it to be shown because it's free, like I've said. So many people are using that opportunity, as you can see with all those AI coloring books. And when I sketched up everything in my sketchbook, I will go over to my iPad and I will sketch it out more cleanly in Procreate. I am using my own brush stamps and my own brush sets for that process. And if you're interested in using my brushes, you can check out my Etsy store where I sell everything that I am using today. Something that I am also keeping in mind, I always want to make one page where you have a really detailed scene where it's more complex to color it, and the other page that follows that page is more simple. Also still cute, but more simple, more relaxing and maybe more friendly to color. And I also really love to leave little Easter eggs in everything that I do or make something more special because I feel like it really gives a nice touch, and therefore I will be putting my own little symbol on the left upper page where we have something cute and I chose to write Utopia Duckies. I really love how all the color pages turned out, to be honest. I feel like they really look adorable, and I also use a brush where you do not really have a flat line. You have rather a textured line, which, you know, I created myself. And I feel like this gives it more of an artistic touch, and not every line has the same saturation. And it also doesn't really have this flat line that always looks the same. So I really love that. It's really unique, and it also separates us from all AI art, all AI pages, so that's cute. And then we go over to the next step, which will be of course the cover for our sweet coloring book. I made this main image in Procreate, and I did it a while ago, but I still love it so much, and I also made a sticker out of it. And because I am in the process of closing my sticker shop, I thought it would be really cute if I am using this specific image for my coloring book. So we will be using that, and you can do the next step completely in Procreate if you want to. But I personally prefer to make the cover in Photoshop because I always work with Photoshop because it kind of looks more professional and you have more things to do, more things to add. So I will be using that. So, and for that to happen, you need to go to the official KDP Amazon page, and there you need to choose what you want to do. And you can choose all the options that I am choosing if you want to. You can see it on the screen and just copy it. But of course, you can also choose your own size, your own page count. That is totally up to you. And then you can download your own very template. And I will open it in Photoshop, but you can also just open it in Procreate. And when you open this cute template, you can see that you have a front cover and you can see that you have a back cover. The red area is your pleating area, and that means in the pleating area there shall be no important information because this is where the book will be cut. But you will also make sure that your normal image extends outside of the pleating area because sometimes, you know, the cut can be uneven and therefore we will extend it throughout the whole area. Did I explain that well? I hope so. Anyways, just do what I do, okay? Images say more than 1,000 words. Lucky for me. Anyways, so... And of course, we need a title. And I will call my book Comforting Duckies. And I am German, if you didn't know. And in German, you can just add an I to another word and it makes it immediately more cute. And you cannot do that in English, but I will be breaking the rules today. Okay, it's artistic, so we will do that. Therefore, I will call it duckies, you know, comforting duckies. And of course, we want people to know what this is even about. So therefore, I will make this little box with cute and cuter coloring book. And then, of course, we make our little mark on the book cover, which will be Hand Drawn in Utopia by Julie Claire. Hi, that's me. So, and on the back, I will just be copying my title and the little bubbles, and then I will be writing a text on what it's even about, because you know, if you are selling something on Amazon, you need to make it abundantly clear what your product is about, because sometimes you think it's apparent when it's not. So this is my advice in general. We have the book cover. I also created a mock-up for this specific book just to kind of see how it looks and if I like it, and to be honest, I love it. And that means we can move on to step 3. So let's go. Now we need to format our interior, and therefore you can download the KDP templates. The link is in the description because I find it pretty hard to find, and you can see that all sizes are there, so just choose the correct size. And then I open it in Pages, which is a free program to format the book. And you can just drag and drop your images onto there, which is super easy, super simple. And later on, when we upload it, we will upload it with pleat, meaning we can extend the images as much as we want to without needing to take care of anything in that process. So just have fun with it, extend the images as much as you want, and as you can see on my screen, I just drag and drop everything. I leave the left page empty and the right page will be filled with a coloring page. And I continue that process until there are no images left. Then we head over to Amazon, and all you need to do here is to click on create a new title. It's completely free. Amazon takes a small, or better said, bigger portion of your profit margin, but I do feel like it's fine because they handle the shipping and the cost of the printing. So I feel like it's a fair deal. And all you need to do is type in your title, the author's name, and a description, and you can read what I wrote and get inspired by that. And I would always recommend you to look within your niche to look out for words that you might want to be using, because this can really benefit your SEO and helps people to discover your specific book. And then for the print options, we only need black and white interior. And since we have a coloring book, we do not need any colors because you know, people can color it. And then what's really important is that you choose pleat, because as we discussed earlier, this just means that you can drag out all the images as much as you want without Amazon complaining about it. So always choose pleat. And then we can see how it will look like in the end and can see if everything fits right. And in my case, always was right. And then we can decide how much we want to charge. And you can see that we also have the view on the royalty, like you can directly see how much you will earn if somebody buys your book. And for example, most coloring books, especially those that are made by artists, they cost around 10 to 14 euros. So you want to stay competitive and do not overcharge, but please do not undercharge either, because you also deserve to get paid for your work, especially if you are an artist and doing it yourself without AI. So do not undercharge, okay? You deserve it. And then we publish it. Yay! Now we only need to wait. We need to wait until Amazon approves of our book. They will just look that it's not propaganda for violation. Okay, so I think we're safe. I hope your artwork is safe. Okay, do not draw anything weird here. And now all we need to do is to wait, and this can take up to 3 days, but hopefully it will be happening a bit faster, because I need this book ASAP, okay? I need it ASAP. I need it in my hands because I will be leaving Germany soon. I hope this video goes a bit longer, because that means I have it in my hands and can show you. Was sagst du?
Das ist so schön, ne? Gefällt mir richtig gut. Und auch die dort zum Ausmalen.
Guck mal, oh, das bist auch du.
Guck mal,
Das
da
bist du.
hast du mich schon überall verewigt.
Ja.